Come on in, you guys. It's day number 97 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Been getting into an ice bath, that right there, every single day, all throughout the year 2022. Purposely making myself cold, going into an ice bath. And it's usually been right around 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's take a look at what the temperature is today in the ice bath. 32.1 degrees Fahrenheit today, you guys. And for those of you who have not been following along, I get into this 32 degree ice bath and it made some big chunks of ice today. Look at this. That's a hunka burning ice there, baby. So 5 minutes is how long I stay in the ice bath. So I don't recommend that necessarily if you're just starting off. Obviously that's a little intense, but I have been doing this for several years now and I've worked my way up to this. So yes, that's what we do here on these ice bath videos. When I'm done with the ice bath, I put on a shirt and my Crocs and I go out walking. So during that time, if you have any questions about cold therapy, I'm happy to answer them. So feel free to go ahead and ask questions or engage with me with what I'm sharing. Today, I'm going to tell you, if you're one of those people who's always tired, you're always kind of irritable, and you wish there was some way that you could reinvigorate yourself and not be so irritable, let me tell you, that right there could be your answer. Now, maybe not that. Maybe just getting into the cold shower, but we'll talk more about that once I get into the ice bath. Let's set you down, you guys. Get you all set up. Thank you so much for being here as always. And 5 minutes are on the clock. Let's do this, you guys. Here we go. Okay, you guys, just for a point of reference, right now is exactly 2 minutes. Most people who start out with an ice bath, if you can make it to 2 minutes, you're getting most of the benefits. So don't see me get in here for 5 minutes and go, well, I only did 2 minutes. No, 2 minutes is badass. 2 minutes will get you a lot of the benefits that you get from ice baths. I only stay in longer because I've done this longer. I've acclimated more. I have a little more that I'm working on pushing my body to the 5 minutes. So don't see me in the ice for 5 minutes and think that's your goal. I think if you make a goal of getting 1 to 2 minutes into an ice bath like this, you're probably going to get most of the benefits that I talk about. All right, guys, today I have to talk about this idea of being tired, being irritable, and how an ice bath can actually help with that. So if you've gone into a cold shower or even an ice bath like this one, you know how invigorating it can be. And it is. You guys see me, as soon as I'm out of here today, you're going to see me walk for about 20 or so minutes talking to you guys. Well, that's lots of energy that this does invigorate you. And it's pretty amazing that when you feel tired, just pop into cold. It will wake you up. I mean, I remember my dad, when I was a kid, would bring in cold water and throw it on my brother's face. I was usually awake. I was a light sleeper. But my brother Kevin, he was a really deep sleeper. He was like out like a light. So my dad would fill up a glass of ice water and throw it on his face. Yeah, he was kind of mean. And he would do that, and of course it would immediately wake up Kevin. He'd be like really high alert. And so think of the ice bath kind of doing that, except you're purposely doing it to yourself to try to help you wake up and not be so tired. And then the whole irritability, if you're in a bad mood, this is going to help it tremendously. I think I've talked enough about the mental health benefits, the mood calming effects, benefits of being in an ice bath. They have been substantial for me. And I've been struggling with a mental health thing today that's bothering me, but I'm glad I'm in the ice bath because I've been having thoughts all day that I just can't shake, and I hate it when I get to that point. But I knew that this ice bath was coming, so I was hoping it would provide me a respite. All right, let me go under the water. Gets old. That's going to be my signature for the rest of my life, getting out of an ice bath and scaring the neighbors. I got some lungs on me. My mama always told me I would probably do something with my voice growing up, because she said you had a loud cry when you were a baby. And so I knew you had pipes on you, son. You're going to do something with that, either a singer, speaker, or something. She was not wrong. All right, guys, I'm going to stick a shirt on, put on my Crocs, and we will go walking. But as always, if you have questions about cold therapy, comments about anything that I've shared, comments about my experience, really anything you want to ask, I'm game. I'm game to hear what you got to say. But those of you that came in late, I just got out of the ice bath, 5 minutes, 32.1 degrees Fahrenheit today. Here on day number 97, we are rocking this challenge, you guys. Coming up on day 100 here very, very soon. All right, I do need to take it off of Wi-Fi. I just noticed that. Hang tight. All right, so we're off the Wi-Fi. I can talk to you clearly now. I can talk clearly now. So yeah, if you're tired, and this is something you can do, obviously not at a job that doesn't have a shower, but you could even do it in like the bathroom sink. Just get some cold water and cup your hands and just rub it on your face, and especially over the top of your head and the back part of your head where the vagus nerve is. Whenever you're feeling tired or feeling kind of irritable and you just kind of need a pick-me-up, that's a thing, you guys. And it's so easy that you could add it no matter where you are, as long as you have access to water. If you're at home and you're able to get into a shower, that will work. If you're able to even do an ice bath, that would work. I always feel better if I was a little sleepy, tired before getting in the Morosco Forge. I almost always wake up from it. Now, my problem with cold therapy isn't that the cold doesn't invigorate me and wake me up. My problem is it's 2 hours, 3 hours after that I start to get tired. but that's also coinciding with my circadian rhythm, making me want to be asleep. And so this is the time of day that the sun is kind of at a certain angle, and I do this ice bath, and within about 2.5 to 3 hours from now, I will be asleep. That's just the way it works. But I know that about myself. And then the whole irritability thing, like if you're one of those people who's always on edge, make yourself cold. You might be surprised how much it would help you. I don't know. It's worth a shot. What's the worst that can happen? I love the sunlight's making that little ray thing. That's cool. All right, let me scroll back to the top, see who all's here. Bloodhound, Fibro, Mama Lentz, Carnivore Running, Rosa, George, GMH, Delan, SLP, SYJ, Sharon, Early Dawn, Beth, Dee Dee Shonk, Linda, D Price. Sharon says, wowzer, number 97. Yes. Day 97. Then they said I couldn't do it. Nobody actually said that because they know better. I can do whatever I want to do. Holly's here. Mom Era 6, Kelly Sue, Rose Steele, Nicole, Nutrient Dense Teas, Dawn. Dawn, every day that you come on, Dawn Marie, you always request to be a part of the video. I know you're not trying to come into the video, so just to FYI, whatever you do when you come on to request to be in the video, don't do that, because I don't think you want to come on camera. Because otherwise, one of these days, I'm going to pull you up and you're going to be like, oh, holy crap. But it happens every day. I meant to tell you that. But thank you for being here, Dawn Marie. Jojo's here. Kira, Gracie, Mom Strong, Maria, Hey Graham, Cecilia, lots of people here. Carrie, Courtney, Carol Ann, GLG Knife, Wendy. Courtney says, I'm currently 68 hours fasted and taking a break from the cold today. I went 38 days straight. Hey, look, most people that do cold therapy don't do it on a daily basis like you and I. Most people, they get in maybe 2 to 3 sessions a week, which is great. If that's what you want to do and that helps you get to whatever your goals are with the cold, great. For me, I like the consistency of daily, simply because it becomes a part of my routine. I know at 5 p.m. Eastern time every single day, I'm getting my butt into that Morosco Forge. And it's just become so much a part of my life. Now, what's going to be tricky is in about 3 weeks from now, I will be traveling, and I mean traveling a long time. So I'm speaking at the Paleo FX conference in Austin, Texas, and I'm driving to Austin. I refuse to get on an airplane until these airports and airlines get their act together. So I'm driving there from South Carolina. It's going to take a few days to get there. So I got to figure out how I do cold therapy. I don't know that it'll always be at 5 p.m. Eastern because I'm going into the central time zone driving there. Plus, I'll be at the conference and may not be able to do it right at then. So I will be doing cold therapy of some sort every single day, even while I'm traveling. I want to show people that it is possible to do some kind of cold therapy. It may not be intense 32-degree Morosco Forge, but it will be cold. Now, they will have ice bath demos at the conference itself, so I know I'll be able to do ice baths there. But as far as like while I'm traveling, hotel rooms, I think I talked about this yesterday, that I may need to like grab big towels, carry ice to a bathtub, fill up the bathtub and do it that way. I'll show you guys. I'll go on camera those days and on the road with Jimmy and ice. We'll figure it out. But yeah, 38 days in a row. That's pretty good. That's really, really good, Courtney. Be very proud of that. And I think you now feel like it's a habit. And so that's good. I don't want to ever fall out of the habit of not doing ice baths. I get too much benefit out of them. Sharon says, wow. Yes, it is wow. Courtney says, when is your One Step Deeper journal coming out? So it just went to the technical editors at Ingram who are publishing this through. And that generally is a couple of business days. So they just said it's in the process today. We got it submitted to them, the final version. And so they confirmed they got it. They do a technical review to make sure everything looks good. And so 2 business days, could be today, tomorrow. It could be tomorrow, Monday, because I assume they're closed on the weekends. And then from there, we're just waiting to see when can they stock Amazon. And of course, there will be other options for purchasing it. But I promise you, as soon as we know, I will blast it out to the world. And we'll obviously put everything on onestepdeeperjournal.com. So those of you who don't know, I'm about to release my 10th book. And it's my first non-health and nutrition book. I guess indirectly it's mental health, but not anything about diet. And it's called the One Step Deeper Journal, The Foundations, a 40-day journal to help you personally grow. I co-authored that with my best friend, Brittany, who we do a podcast together called the One Step Deeper Podcast. So thank you for asking about that, Courtney. We got our proof copies in the mail, and they are gorgeous. This book is so beautiful. It's the same size as Keto Clarity, Cholesterol Clarity, as far as like the size of the book. 250 pages long, and it's a journal. So we're going to hope people that take their time going through it. So sit in an ice bath and read our journal, and you'll be good to go. Marine Heathen is here. Dawn Marie says, sorry. No, don't worry about that, about trying to come in the live. I just wanted you to know, in case you didn't know, I see where you're trying to come on live, and I don't think you mean to do that. So, in fact, I could still accept your request now, and it would pull you on live. I don't think you want that. I would treat you with kid gloves, though. I wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad. HYD is here. Robert's here. Kira said, do not click the request to join. Yeah. That's right. So when you come on, it says wave, and then it's got click to join the conversation. And so, yeah, Dawn Marie has done that every day. So. The rest of you know, I will pull you up on stage. A. Heflin is here. Bulletproof's here. Courtney says, I'm like you. I'm addicted to the mental health boost that this gives me. I do it with my mom. My noon sunshine time. With an app that she uses. So yes, I'm getting great sunshine right now. Nice little breeze as well. You're probably hearing it on the microphone. Ooh, big breeze. Ivanka is here. Bulletproof says, go, 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 Jimmy. Heather's here. Bulletproof says, how do you manage such long drives? Oh, going to Austin, Texas. I break them up. That's how. So I went there last year to Austin for a carnivore meetup. That's how desperate I was to be around people last year. I drove all the way to Austin, Texas for a meetup. And I went to Nashville, Tennessee. That was about 6 hours. And I stayed the night, talked to a friend, went out to dinner. Then I got up the next day, went to Arkansas, met up with Robert and Crystal from Keto Savage, and then stayed in Arkansas. And then I drove into Austin from there. I probably won't do that long of a build-up. I could probably make it to, say, Memphis, Tennessee, from my house. That's right around 9 hours to get to Memphis. And then from Memphis to Austin would be another like 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours. I don't know exactly how long, but It's not too bad. So I'll build my way up to get there. And then I'm going in the day before the conference starts. And I don't know what day I'm speaking on yet. By the way, if they let me, I will see if I can get somebody to hold my iPhone and I will Instagram live my talk so you guys will get to see the talk I give at Paleo FX on the topic of childhood trauma. Is it a hidden cause of obesity and chronic disease? I'm real excited about sharing that talk. I got to start working on refining that talk here in the next few weeks, so wish me luck. Courtney says you'll be carrying buckets of ice to your hotel room. Just tell people you're having a party. Hey, you know what I should do, Courtney? I should go buy a cooler, like a big, cooler. And then when I get to these hotels, go and fill up the cooler. Nobody will be any the wiser what I'm doing. They'll assume I've got drinks or whatever. And what they won't know is I'm stocking up my bathtub. Because if I fill up a big ass cooler full of ice, I can make that pretty close to 32 degrees with like a nice mix of water and ice. That'll be a trip for you guys to see if I can pull that off. I need to go buy a new cooler. I don't have a humongous cooler. I should do that before the trip. Imagine what the hotel will think about the ice bags. Yes, I already confirm and am proud of my weirdness. This will only remove any remaining doubt. So, Angie's here. Mario, Shan. Courtney says if you meet up with them again, talking about the Sykes, I am in the same area as they moved to. Yeah, they're in northwest Arkansas now. That's a little out of the way. When you go through Memphis and into West Memphis, Arkansas, you go down. But in order to go see them, I would have to go up. So I don't plan on doing that. Plus, they're about to have their baby soon, so they probably don't want company right now. Run Faster Dad is here. Marcus, Tomas, Cowabunga, Michelle. Tomas says, have you ever tried the head dunk at the beginning instead of the end? I've seen some people try this and curious if there's any difference. Look, I know people that do it at the beginning and the end, so I'm not opposed to dunking my head early. I think I've watched those people get in. Great question, by the way, Tomas. Nobody's ever asked me that. I've watched the people get in and before they even calm their breath down and because it's really shocking when you first get into 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And they're dunking their head right away. And I'm like, how are you breathing? Because if I went under the water when I first got in, it's so shocking. I got to take a minute or two to calm down. Now, maybe at the end of that minute or two, once my brain is calm and I got my breath under control, then maybe dunk. But that's why I don't do it at the beginning. You guys watch. When I get in there, I'm I'm really trying to immediately calm that shock response. And yes, as acclimated as I am, I still get that very big shock response. It's still very cold. So that's why I do it at the end, because by then I have been out of the water for 5 minutes in terms of the rest of my body is all under the water, head sticking out of the water. And then by that time, I'm ready to go under. Plus, I like the idea of the ritualism that I've created with this. Because when I go under the water and then I come back out and I do that big guttural woo that I do at the end, that's just an energy I don't want to mess with. Because I feel like if I go under early and I come up out of the water, I'm going to want to woo and it's not time to end yet. So a bit of a psychological ritualism of this that I've created. But yes, I've seen those people who do the dunking at the beginning. Sharon says Austin won't care what you're doing. No, they won't. And I'm going to be careful driving around downtown Austin, Texas. One of the times that I went either for Paleo FX or KetoCon, I forget exactly which one, but one of the times I parked somewhere that I apparently wasn't supposed to. And then I got a bill in the mail for the fine for parking illegally or whatever. There was no ticket on my windshield, but then they sent it in the mail, and then they sent like a late fee or something, and I was like, hang on, I never got an original bill. Why aren't you sending me a late fee? And the late fee was more than the bill. So I contacted a lawyer. I'm like, will you write me a letter that says why I'm not paying the late fee? I'll be happy to pay the fine, but not the late fee. And I sent in the payment for the fine, not the late fee, and I never heard anything back, so I guess we're good. But Austin has weird rules in their downtown area. Jade is here. Kira says, see, my snorkel idea is sounding better for your head dunk at the beginning. It's still going to be hard even if I had a snorkel, because that response initially, Kira, is so it's just so hard to catch your breath. I don't think I could have the snorkel in my mouth and not have that reaction of, because it's just so intense when you first get in. But yes, I credit you for the snorkel idea. Losing and Cruising is here. Larry, Dana. So thank you guys for being here. Day number 97 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Still going, you guys. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for day 100. Everybody's like, you're going to do something special for day 100, which I believe is Sunday, day 100. I don't know. I will do something. Not sure what it is yet, but once I hit day 100, that's triple digits. That's what I'm going to end on, is triple digits. 365 will be triple digits. So I'm excited to see how that goes. All right, guys, if you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, Facebook, or even here on Instagram, go follow me over on Instagram. Livin' Low Carb Man. LIVIN LOWCARBMAN. And you can join in live. We do go live 5 p.m. Eastern Time every single day. And I've been doing this all year long, so stick around. We're having fun. Appreciate you following along, enjoying the ice baths. And those of you who have missed the ice bath, there it is. Yeah, it's been making some really good ice because I cranked it down really low yesterday. And I mean, it makes boulders worth of ice. And yes, I busted up. There was a nice sheet of ice at the very bottom even there when I got in there today. So trying to make sure that ice stays built up. I think I found a pretty good mix of like temperature so I get enough ice, but not too much ice. It's like 3 weeks ago, it was like 3/4 ice. And I'm like, a little much, because I felt like I was being hugged by a polar bear. That's what it felt. It was horrible. So much ice, but all right, guys, let me pop off of here for now. Thank you so much for supporting, and yeah, come back. Keep watching the ice bath videos. Hope you're learning something, and as always, try it. Try it. See how you do. What's the worst that can happen getting into a cold shower? Yes, you freeze your tuchus. Yes. Yes, all the things. But try it. Don't just prejudge it. Try it for yourself, and not just try it once and be one and done. Try it, breathe, get through it, and watch how your life will change. All right, guys, I'm out of here for now. I'll be back again real soon. Bye, everyone.